Hi guys, it's Ellen and today I have a new scrapbook layout to share with you. So I'm using Maggie Holmes' Garden Party for this layout, and I've done a little bit of work off camera. I've taken 3 of the different pattern papers from this collection and I've used my heart dies to cut out some different different sized hearts. And I drew 3 lines on my white cardstock, which I'm using as my background. And I've stuck the hearts along that line, just the sort of centre of the hearts, because I want to be able to lift up the edges. I'm then going to hand sew along each line, and I'm going to add in some sequins that match the colours. So the first line I'm doing is this yellow and white paper, so I'm going for yellow and white coloured sequins. I also throw in some gold because I know I'm going to add gold later on this layout. So yeah, I'm just doing quite a large straight stitch all the way down those hearts, and yeah, just adding, like I said, a sequin in each, almost every stitch, not quite. So I don't make you watch me do the whole thing because it takes a long time, but I'm just trying to make sure you get the idea of what I'm doing. So here is all of the stitching and the sequins completed. I deliberately have done the hearts the lines of hearts different lengths, so some are longer than others, and on the blue hearts I've used blue and white sequins, and then on the pink heart I've used pink and white sequins as well, and again I threw in a bit more gold in some of those. My paper was just looking a little bit I don't know, I think it needed a little bit more interest, so I've added a rainbow striped paper, and you can just see that poking through on the 2 sides of my layout, and I'm really glad I did that. It just adds a little something to the page because it just looked a little bit plain to me as it was, although I really like how the sort of hanging hearts have turned out. So I'm going to ruffle up the edges of my white cardstock. You all know I like a distressed edge. And yeah, I'm going to work on my photo now. So here's a photo of me and Theo. I don't have many pictures of me and Theo. I take pictures of him with everybody else, but it's quite rare I remember to take one with me. And I think that always happens to mums. The mums are always not in the photos as much, so I really wanted to make sure I documented this picture. I've backed my photo with white cardstock, and then I'm going to back it with some of that rainbow striped paper that I used on my background, and I'll distress all my edges as always. And then I didn't know where I wanted to place this photo. I didn't want to cover up too much of my background, so I've stuck it over the blue and pink side because I felt like I had less blue and pink ephemera to add, because I do want to add a few bits in. I've used these really old stickers and I can't remember where they're from. I've had them for a while, but I've gone for the gold letters. I like these because they're quite thin, they're quite small, and I wanted to add my title on the bottom of my photo because, again, I didn't want to cover up anything of my background, so I've just written my bestie because that is what I call him. And yeah, that fits really nicely in that corner of the photo without covering up either of our faces, so I was really pleased that that worked out. I thought I'd add some more gold in because obviously the thickers are gold and I've got some gold sequins on there. So I've taken some of the washi tape from this collection. It's a gorgeous gold foiled washi tape. It's got sort of leaf sprigs on it, And I've just torn a small piece of that off and added that to either side of my layout, one bit at the top and one bit at the bottom. And I wanted to back my photo with this, so I've drawn around my photo on some white card, and then I've used that gold washi tape to go over the lines that I've drawn, and then once I cut it out, it would look like I've backed it with a pattern paper with the same design as the washi tape. This worked really well. You can't really tell where the joins are or anything, so I was really happy with this. And yeah, just add some more gold on the layout and just make sure that the photo that I've used really stands out, because that's the whole point of scrapbooking layouts, that you document in the photo. And I love all things gold, so I love this washi tape and I was really pleased with how this worked. Again, distressing the edges just to make sure everything ties in, and then I can add it to my layout. I can't remember if I used foam. I do go in with foam, yeah. Everything, there's kind of a lot of layers on this layout because of the sequins and the hearts and things, so it was a bit tricky to get it to stick, but I manage it in the end. Now going through all of my sticker sheets, those sticker rolls, and all my different ephemera pieces to find small items to add onto my dangling hearts. So I wanted sort of tone on tone down each vertical line, and yeah, I've just gone for the smallest stickers that I can find, because again, I don't want to be covering up those dangling hearts, but I did want to add something in a bit extra, so I've gone for sort of small floral shapes and some small hearts that I found in matching colours. I'm now going to stick my photo down, and tacky glue was the easiest way to do this because, like I said before, I've got all of that dimension, all those different levels on my page, and I just found that easiest. I've got a small ephemera piece here that says Precious Memories, and it sort of matches the blue in the blue hearts, but it's gone over to the pink as well, but I don't mind because I really wanted that on there. I really liked the sentiment, so I wanted to add that on there. You can see at the minute I had you could see I had a gold heart at the top of my blue dangle thing, but then I found some bows in the other colours and decided to do tone on tone again. Also, that gold bow was really big, and I just thought it sort of stood out too much, so yeah, I've added tone on tone bows instead. I did add some gold hearts from the puffy sticker sheet along my dangling heart lines, but again I felt like it was a bit too much, so I just added one to the corner of my photo instead, and I think that looks much better. They were just a bit too big to sort of fit in nicely with my other hearts. I then want to add some splatters, so again, tone on tone. I'm using my distress ink in obviously yellow, blue and pink, and a really thin paintbrush, and I'm just splattering some of that colour along those vertical lines. It's really subtle, it isn't too much, because obviously distress ink, when you water it down and then it dries, it comes out a lot lighter than you first think it will, but that's really what I wanted. I didn't want it to be too in your face. Again, I wanted it subtle because I really like the dangling hearts, and I just don't want anything to detract from that in my photo, so it's just a nice way of adding a little bit more colour to my background without it standing out too much. And yeah, I think once I've done these splatters, that's my page all finished. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you very much for being here. Bye guys.